Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set. And pitching here today, Ryan Pepiot. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Jazz Chisholm Jr., the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And that's off the inside edge. Now 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Kicks and deals. Right through there for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Hit in the air, left field. DeLuca hauls it in, and there's one away. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Giancarlo Stanton.
Well, he's just been a consistent and dominant power threat throughout his career. I mean, over 400 career home runs. I mean, that just doesn't happen to an average power hitter. This guy's been elite, and we'll see as he continues if he's going to make it into Cooperstown, into the Hall of Fame.
Aaron Judge stands in now, looks at that one inside. That one outside, and it's 2-0. 1 out, base is empty. Judge rips that one. Morel sizing this one up. Corrals it. And there are 2 outs. Two outs, base is empty. And here comes Bellinger. Pepiot, 27 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2019. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Two down, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive. This one's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. That one ripped right center field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy. but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Next to hit, Austin Wells. On the ground right side. Aranda takes it to the bag. They limit the damage here. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill, the lefty, Max Fried. What do you have on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
We go to the bottom of the first. At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Jose Caballero. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
0-1.
Just missed. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. And now the count is even.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. 2-2 now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Struck him out swinging. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Ha-Sung Kim. Hitless in the series so far. Missed with a changeup, and that is ball 1. One down, base is empty. That one fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
The shortstop takes the ball.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at-bat alone. Really making him work out there.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Lau at the plate. Foul ball there. Two out, space is empty. close one doesn't get the call, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the first. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. They're down 1-0. New inning getting started. Here's the veteran first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Pepio back to work. And that one hammered. That's back. And gone. So he blasts one out the other way. It's 2-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So digging in, Oswaldo Cabrera. Ground ball right side, Lau. Slings to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
The shortstop,
Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. Peraza with a homer in his last game. Pitch is in there, and that's strike 1. And there's a foul ball. The shortstop takes the ball. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
That one drilled left field. That's back. See you later. He made him pay for that one. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 3-0.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Now here is Jason Dominguez. Still only one out here in the inning. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Jansen down to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Chisholm in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swung on, belted. And that's a foul ball. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the finale of this 4-game set. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Christopher Morel.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Max Fried will go to work. And that drops in for a strike.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
That one to first, and it goes just foul. Good job to fight that one off. Here's the 0-2. And they'll do it again. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
First offering and it just misses. Caminero went deep in his most recent game. Foul ball. That clips the inside corner for a strike. And that one a little bit high.
Tough take right there. He swings at that more often than not.
Ground ball to the right side. Goldie tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. And stepping in for the Rays, Jonathan Aranda. 3 for 11 in the series coming in.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
2 outs. And the sweeper misses. Line drive, makes the play, and it's out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. We played 2 full. Yankees 3, the Rays nothing. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
Crawley's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. The next offering misses, and it's 2-1. Hard hit left side. Throws across the diamond. Judge out on the play.
The center fielder, number 35, Cody Bellinger.
Bellinger up to hit. A double And a run scored his first time up. And he grounds one to the right side. A flip to the pitcher covering. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Doubled in his first AB. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back. And that's going to bang against the wall. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
Couple of doubles today for the DH. So, runner at second, 2 down. At the plate, Austin Wells. Grounded out his first time. Base knock center field. Here comes Stanton. He will score.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Here is Goldschmidt. He's already homered in this game. Ball 1, no strikes. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Joe Boyle, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Number 70 getting cranked up as well. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just off the outside edge. And it's 2-2. Runner at second, 2 down. And downstairs. Swing and a ground ball. And that's a base hit. Here comes Wells around third. The throw's offline. He's safe. And the lead is up to 5.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Oswaldo Cabrera will hit next. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And that one is inside ball 1.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Next pitch just misses. And the count's even at 2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge.
That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 5, the Rays nothing. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Lifted in the air, right field. Judge is under it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one away.
Batting eight, the catcher, Danny.
Now it's Jansen to hit. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. That one catches the zone. Strike one. Swings through that one out in front that time.
No balls. 2 strikes.
And a base hit up the middle. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Johnny DeLuca. Didn't play in last night's game. A little breather for him. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Freed out of the stretch, fires.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Jansen, the base runner at first with 1 out. Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jose Caballero next to hit for the Rays. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No balls. 1 strike.
That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a fair ball. Jansen around third. He'll score.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it, just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Now a chance for Ha-Sung Kim. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Close, but called a ball. Ball one. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. That's to third, Cabrera. Over to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Rays get an RBI double. It's now 5-1. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Right through there for a strike. Peraza goes 5 feet 11 inches, 24 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And that's in the dirt.
1-2.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. This ball's chopped on the ground. Kim tosses across to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
The left fielder, number 24, Jason.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. That's out to center field. Morel moving under it. And there's 2 down.
Now back to the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm.
Back to the
Jr.
top of the Yankee order. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. 0 for 2 in this one. That one
1-0.
misses, and that's ball 1.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
Well, these Rays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That misses the zone. 2-1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Lined into left center, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Christopher Morel next to hit for the Rays. Struck out swinging his first time. A little bit low, and that's ball 1. Freed winds and deals, and that is out of play. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
And down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly
No
efficient in
ball,
this one.
one strike.
First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Next offering is in for a strike. Lau stands at first with 1 out. Next one just misses. And a count 1-2.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Shoots a line drive single into right center. Lau around second, headed for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Next to hit, Jonathan Aranda. And it's fouled away. First and third, 1 down. He swings and fouls one off. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
He's mixing his pitches really well, late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Two on, 1 out.
1-2.
In the dirt, no movement on the bases, 1-2 the count. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Low stands in now and watches strike 1. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Swing and a miss as he was late.
More and more guys are
No ball,
looking to slug
2 strikes.
regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So the Rays strand a pair. They're down here 5-1.
Now pitching.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Kevin Kelly.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
It's Aaron Judge now.
Number 99, Aaron Judge.
Swinging a foul straight back.
You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Next pitch is outside. Hard hit, left field, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
He was all over that one. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Man at first, nobody out. Here comes Cody Bellinger.
Ball.
That misses the zone. 1-0. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Nobody out, runner at first.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
On the ground, could be two. Over to second for one. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
2 down, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0. Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. On a line out towards center. Morel makes the catch, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees 5, the Rays 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Freed back to work. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, these Rays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Oh, 2 now. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
DeLuca in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. That clips the corner. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Caballero in the box again, takes a strike. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Nothing doing for Tampa. They're down 5-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Gets through there for a strike. 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Chopped left side. Caminero whips it across.
He's out.
And they get Goldschmidt for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Oswaldo.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. That one fouled off. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Yankees 5, the Rays 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Ha-Sung Kim. Swing and a miss.
No balls. 1 strike.
On the ground to Jazz. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Brandon Lau.
And now it's Brandon Lau. 1 for 2. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
1 down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Now with the shift on, hits right into it, and he takes it himself for the out.
The center fielder, number 24, Christopher Morel.
2 down, base is empty. Christopher Morel next to hit for the Rays, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Outside. And now it's even 1-1. Just missed. That one fouled off. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Garrett Clevenger. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswald Peraza. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And out number one on the grab.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. Clevenger goes 6'1", 220 pounds, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Kansas. Action in the pen down there. Manuel Rodriguez up and throwing. Rasmussen warming up as well. That one is absolutely belted. Back there. And it is gone. He circles the bases. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 6-1.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
1 strike.
One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Liner snagged it first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here is Aaron Judge, 1 for 3. And Judge spoils that one. That one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. And now he's fallen behind Judge.
2-1.
Strike 2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Morel has a beat on it. Makes the catch. And that is that. Solo homer extends the Yankees lead. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. Bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. And that one clips the corner.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
And that is cut on and missed. That's strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
That's towards center. Bellinger drifts towards it. 1 away.
The first baseman.
Aaron Boone makes his way out of the dugout, and he will make a move to the bullpen. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Fernando Cruz. He's into the game with the bases empty. And it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
One out, runner at second. Josh Lowe next to hit for the Rays. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Aranda around third. The throw in. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 6-2. One down. And now the catcher for the Rays, Danny Jansen. On the inside corner for a strike.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Back-to-back singles. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
DeLuca up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside, ball 1. That misses. 2-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
2 on, 1 out. That one missed. Now 3-0. Looks like an intentional walk after falling behind 3-0. Didn't want to risk nibbling. Jose Caballero next to hit for manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Fernando Cruz gives way, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him. Luke Weaver on a pitch out of the pen here.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Late with the swing there.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
That clips the zone, and that is strike 2.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. Foul ball, still 0-2. The tying run at the plate. Grounder might be 2. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe as a run scores.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Kim in the box now, takes strike 1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
The 0-1. And that one fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Caught him looking for the K. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Lau digs in now. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing. And takes low for ball 1.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
That's a strike. And the count 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
To the right side, Chisholm. The throw to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. 8th inning coming up. Yankees 6 and the Rays 3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Drew Rasmussen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. And here it comes. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Strike 2.
0-2.
Ball 1 there.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just to waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Battling here as he fouls it away. One, 2 now. And that's downstairs and outside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Fouled off left side. Yankees up by 3. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That one's carrying. Gone. A solo shot. That's his 4th home run of the series. And they tack on to their lead. It's 7-3. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
Now it's going to be Austin Wells. First pitch doesn't find the zone. One run across in the frame so far, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one finds the corner, and the count 1-1. That one ripped. That's back there. And that one is off the top of the wall.
Everything came together for him. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. On the ground, 2 ball. Flips it. There's one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Giancarlo Stanton flexing that big-time power swing. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. It's Major League Baseball on the show. New pitcher now, Scott Efros.
Number 57, Scott Efros.
And the first offering, a fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one away. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Caminero now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Aranda stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next offering is down low, and it's a full count. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a 3-2. Got him swinging, and he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Down in order go the Rays. Deficit remains at 4. It's 7-3. We go to the 9th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. Rasmussen back to work. On the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Joe Boyle preparing to come on if needed. Number 70 also throwing. Popped up. Aranda. One down.
The bat, the shortstop,
Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Loud. 2 up, 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Just missed. Outside low, and the count now 2-0. Right side, and foul ball. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 8-3. And their 5th home run of the game.
Some things in this sport are contagious, Boog, and right now for this team, clearly it's the long ball. Get as many high fives as possible, man. This guy's a ball of energy right now and having the game of his life.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Drew Rasmussen out of the game, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. A new arm into the game, the righty, Pete Fairbanks.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So up next, Jazz Chisholm Jr. That's in there. It's 0-1. Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the 9th. Outside with a breaking ball. Now one missed. Struck him out looking. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 8-3. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC. And out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Mark Leiter Jr.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Check swing, called strike.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Jansen in the box now. No balls and a strike. And a swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 strikes.
High fly ball out towards left field. That one back there. That's long gone. And they're chipping away. It's 8-4. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Now here is Johnny DeLuca. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Swing and a foul out of play. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a ball popped up. Chisholm settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Rays, the designated hitter.
Last chance for the Rays. Jose Caballero getting ready to hit. Outside low. And that is ball 1. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Gets under it and pops it up. Goldie should have this one. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees extend their winning streak to 5 in a row.
I'd say one of the toughest things is to sweep a 4-game series, and I don't care if you're at home or especially on the road, even more difficult. But an amazing job today. This team came out and they wanted it. After having 3, they got the 4th, demoralizing to the home team, but there's going to be some real celebration in their clubhouse after this one.